Championship weekend. We are here. It is a holiday edition. I hope you all are enjoying that Christmas Eve, getting everything going. As you can see, both myself, I can talk, and SC have our holiday edition sweaters on. I would pop the lights, but it does mess up, so I cannot do that, unfortunately. SC, how are you doing, man? How's all your championship aspirations looking, and how's the holiday going for you?
Good, man. Good. Merry Christmas to everyone watching. It's been wild ride, right? If you're in fantasy football, but if you got here, you got here. My hashtag play winning football. Shout out the Oregon Ducks. They're in the Rose Bowl against Ohio State. But Dan Lanning been saying, it's all about playing winning football. So I'm saying that because it doesn't matter if you guys put up 1 point, 2 points. If you get the win by point one, doesn't matter. You get the win, you're the champion. So anyone in the championship, good luck. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the championship, hopefully the fantasy gods are on your side this week. But it should be a fun week. There's a lot of injuries that happen, and we'll talk about some of the waivers, and then some good matchups though for some juicy players that if you have them, hopefully they ride you all the way to the ship as they have been in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right? Like you get into these matchups and you'll see like teams, these two really high scoring teams go against each other in the semis. Mm-hmm. One of them loses. So I get to the kind of thing of our process. Like I'd almost rather do like a round robin style where you have just like the top scoring teams advance in playoffs to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. But I know everyone loves the head to head. Like you love playing against one individual team. I heard some fun, interesting, but like my brain kind of goes that way with those. Oh, I love the name. Yes, sir. We are here, Hugh Blow. Thanks for joining us.
There you go.
Enjoying that holiday. I hope. We're here. We got a few teams in there. Yeah, I was lucky enough to get in the top 50 in Scott Fish Bowl, so it's 1 week winner take all in the top 50. So that's pretty exciting. Overall, I'm not sure how many teams I have in the title game. I think I have like between 6 or 8-ish, give or take. I'm not sure. So should be a decent week. A couple of them are high money leagues, a couple are not. So it should be fun overall. Nice. So I'm excited to see how this week goes because we have games basically starting tomorrow through every day. I think what is it? Friday's the only day we don't technically have a game, but it's Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So it's nonstop football, and then on top of it, to your point, we have college football and all that fun stuff going on. Like it's just so much football this week. So for those of you that love football, you're here. Obviously, you do, and you love the holiday season. This is a win-win for everybody. So I think, with all of that said, shall we jump into these waivers? What do you think? You ready to rock and roll on these guys?
Yeah, let's go. I'm sorry, I just forgot. I'm in the guillotine league, so I need to drop all the guys' players. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's get into the waivers here. Guillotine leagues are fun because that is the top scorers advance. You talked about the round robin. Guillotine is, each week the bottom scorer is out. Like you just cut all their players, and it's open to the waivers for anyone to grab. So ultimately, the last two people in have a built roster, like just stud on stud on stud. But yeah, I'm just dropping other people, so we're good though. Let's get into the waivers.
It's like it's not even close, right? I think for guillotine is one of my favorite because of that format. Like you can just continue to survive in advance. That's all it is. You don't have to win. You only have to win the last week. You just have to be not last. Survive in advance each and every week, and you can. So I'll say this for one quick second. In my guillotine league, the one I did the FFU guillotine league, it's me and one other person. And I had a ton of money at the end because I purposely just kind of forgot about bidding halfway through. And I had 5 times as much money as everybody else. Nice. So I would just purposely just outbid everyone along the way because I had all the money. So you could do that. It's just you have to survive though, right? So that's the hard part. You don't want to get booted in week 4 because you're being hoarding that money. So you have to find the middle ground. Exactly. Paul Charcherin over at Fantasy Life, he does a great job with guillotine leagues. Everybody wants to follow. He's probably my favorite guillotine league person because he specializes in that content. So you want to go check it out, Fantasy. Could not recommend. Question about tight ends. We could actually pivot to tight ends. Is probably a good way to go about doing it. With the Njoku likely to miss this week, if that is the case, if he does miss it, would you rather go Okonkwo, who's been on fire the last couple of weeks, Cade Otton, who's also dealing with an injury, or would you go Pat Fryer?
I like Okonkwo. Just as I was just praising Mason Rudolph, Okonkwo's part of that passing game there. You have Calvin Ridley. It's kind of looked like Nakia Westbrook-Akine has kind of backed off a little bit, and now it's been Okonkwo stepping up. So I think Okonkwo is the guy. No, I'm not going to risk it to get him. If you're to pick a waiver pickup, I go get a Okonkwo because if you pick up Otton and he's out, you just wasted that right. So someone else again. So I'd go him, and then Muth. I do like him as well, but just the matchup is better for Okonkwo, I feel like.
Yeah, I think Okonkwo is the clear streaming tight end. I also like Strange, but we have old man coach there. Doug Peterson was just they punish mistakes. He fumbled, and he basically was a non-factor the rest of that game because it was a really good matchup. Okonkwo against Jacksonville. Jacksonville's defense is not good. They give a ton of points.
Yeah.
And as long as Mason Rudolph is starting quarterback, which we expect him to be this week, you could see another double-digit target game from him because like they don't have a lot of pass catchers. It's Calvin Ridley. I know we talked about Nick Westbrook-Akine, but he's not anything special. Like it could step up into a good game for Okonkwo. Like the nice thing is he's running a ton of routes, and his actual snap percentage jumped up into the 80s last week.
Right.
So against Jacksonville, I think these defenses are going to struggle, so we can see points. And yeah, I think Chig will be probably inside my top 10 tight ends. Like I would rather play him over Kate Otten. I would rather do it over Freiermuth because Freiermuth doesn't give you any ceiling. Yeah, so I think that's the way to go. Like he's going to be the top tight end priority pickup. I'd say you could do Conklin at tight end. You could do like Brenton Strange. Like the thing about tight end is it's just not good. So like when we're dealing with these, maybe it's like a Komet, it's a Hunter Henry, and Hunter Henry's pretty safe. You know, Zach Ertz. Outside of that, it's just really bad. So like if you can't get Chig, who else would you look to like pivot to this week if you needed a tight end?
Looking at them. I mean, Brendan Strange, that's still a good one if he's there. Tyler Conklin, I think, is really good too. And he has a smash matchup as well. Conklin against Buffalo. It's at Buffalo, but I think that's something that could be good as well. Brendan Strange is probably your top one, though. I mean, right now, if it's not Okonkwo, just because I know that the fumbles took him off the field, but Evan Ingram's out, so he's still going to get some opportunity. They're going to try it out again, I'd assume at least. Noah Fant, also really interesting if he could be in there. Noah Fant's nice. I know A.J. Barner got the touchdown last week, but Noah Fant, I think, is a very sneaky play as well. He can get you 5-6 points. I know outside of Brendan Strange, Okonkwo, those are really the only two guys I think can get you double-digit fantasy points. The other ones, you just want to make sure they're not getting goose eggs. So that's where it comes into Noah Fant going in there. Maybe Tyler Conklin, they'll get you 6-7 possibly fantasy points.
Yeah, you're kind of shooting for a touchdown dependent guy. Like that's what Tyler Conklin is. He's seen 5 targets his last 3 games. He's been on the field. Right. Snap share is good. Everything is good. It's Buffalo. It's not a bad matchup. Like you could do worse than play him. So I don't mind going that route at all. It's not the best. Like, they're not the best tight end matchup, but like in this game with Aaron Rodgers' offense and stuff, like we've seen them kind of take a step forward. So I think it's a fine play this week. We can do that. We got a question here from Kenneth. Pickens, Connor, and Kupp. So the whole thing with Pickens is we don't know if he's going to play. That is going to be a very different game play for you. So like, I'm probably in this situation. I'm probably going to wait and pivot off unless we get news he's fully healthy and ready to go. You also have Connor and Kupp, so it's kind of a lot of similar things. I think Kupp's the safest in full PPR. Like, I get it. And then you can just pivot to Connor. So how would you kind of treat these 3 players? So he's active. I know that, but I'm still worried. Like, he's coming off of a significant injury. Like, it's a grade 2, like hamstring injury. Like, I'm a little bit worried about Pickens. What's your thought process? Are you playing Pickens or are you kind of going the other way?
No, I'm going the other way. I don't like the matchup either against the Chiefs. I mean, that's the biggest part, right? So if he was playing Carolina, maybe, okay, let's do it, but it's a strong matchup. It's not favorable for him. I don't want to test the waters with his first game back. Same thing with like Hollywood, right? I didn't want to test the waters with his first game back. Same thing with Pickens. I don't want to do that. Kupp is your safest bet, as you say. I do like Connor if he's playing, but I don't see a reason why the Cardinals would play him, especially since they signed him to a 2-year extension. He's an older back, as I mentioned, so I would go Kupp here in a full PPR as well. Kupp, it's just the matchup seems better for him right now. So against Arizona, right? So
if they're all healthy, like Kupp would be my lowest of the 3 of them. Like I know Pickens is off the injury report and he's going to play. Just as a manager, it's really just how risk averse you are with the whole Pickens. If you want to fire the ceiling shot with Pickens, go for it. I just want to be trepidatious with my options. So like ideally, Connor is healthy and you could play Connor. I think that's the easiest way to go here. We just don't know how that's going to go. And to your point, like they're out of playoff contention. They don't have to play him. So, if you want to shoot the ceiling shot with Pickens, go for it. I think Kupp's a nice fallback option is the way I would look at it. So really, Kenneth, you're in the championship game. It's up to you to decide how you want to go about doing this.
Right.
If you want to ride the lightning with Pickens, go for it because that offense desperately needs him. They suck without him. Like he is the difference maker of that offense. So I think, the more I'm talking about it, I don't mind Pickens, but it's a little bit risky.
Hey, thank you. Go Ducks. I mean, and this goes to what we said earlier, right? Do you want to go on Wednesday and Pickens put up 2 or 3 points, and then that ruins your vibe for the championship, right? That's why I'm saying it for this week. It's the vibe, right? Do you think if I play this person on Wednesday, they go give me the points I want, does that affect the the chemistry in my team, right? We don't know what it is, right? They're all different players on different teams, but it's like, does that affect what my team's going to do? Is that the order I'm going into in championship week? So, I wouldn't play that game, and I'd like to see what Connor or Cup has.
Yeah, like it's all about, I know this is not the most scientific database process. Sometimes it's really about the guy you're going to regret going off on your bench. That's how I look at it. So like when I have these guys that are very similar in rankings, when I was like, I'm wide receiver 10, wide receiver 14, I'm looking at two different guys and I'm like, okay, I want to play that guy no matter what, because if he goes off, I will be hating myself as opposed to, and sometimes it's that simple where you just revert to kind of the simplest way to look at it. Keep it simple. It's a solid strategy. You just keep it simple, stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to overthink it, over process. So overall, yeah, I think that's probably gonna wrap up our Waiver show. We're pushing 40 minutes here. It was a solid show. If you guys have questions about, I know we're gonna release rankings by tomorrow. Like we'll have them out. We're going to do a show on Thursday though, where we do our rankings show. So if you guys have questions, reach out on social media. We'll have to answer them. If you want to go to the website, we'll have our rankings listed for the upcoming games this week. So if you guys need rankings for that, do that. Outside of that, yeah, enjoy your holiday. Like this is what it's all about. Relax, enjoy your family with friends. Have a good time, spend it, enjoy these next few days, and enjoy some football while you're at it, because there's a ton of football going on. There's a lot of fun time. So this time of year is a lot of fun. So yeah, just enjoy it. Yeah, this is the Week 17 waiver wire, man. Go get that championship. Anything else you want to say, Essie?
Happy holidays from us at the FFU. Enjoy it, and best of luck. Let us know, next week if y'all end up winning. We hope all of y'all do.
Yes, that's what it's all about. Hopefully we get you guys a championship, because that's what it's all about at the end, baby. It's the reward system. So all right, take care, folks. We'll happy holidays. We'll see you later.